Good morning everyone. Our topic is probability ratios. In business finance, one of the most important aspects to study is how a company earns profit. Probability ratios are financial tools that show how well a business is able to generate income compared to its sales, assets, or equity. These ratios help us understand if a company is truly efficient in using its source to make money.
Through profitability ratios such as gross profit margin, net profit margin, return on assets, and return on equity, we can measure not only the performance of a business but also its ability to sustain growth. Learning these ratios is important because they guide managers, investors, and even students of business in evaluating whether a business is financially healthy or needs improvement. Let's talk about net profit margin. The purpose of this measure the overall profitability of the business after all expenses are deducted. Helps investor and creditors see if the company is truly profitable. Reflects how well management handles costs and operations.
Here the example of net profit margin. A company earned 30,000 net income from 200,000 sales. What is the net profit margin? Here's the formula of net profit margin. Net income all over net sales multiplied by 100. Okay, so our net income is 30,000. NPM is equal to 30,000. So our net sales is 200,000. And bring down the multiply by 100. So we need to solve this. 30,000 all over 200,000 is the answer is 0.15 times 100 is the answer is 15%. And this is the example of net profit margin.
Let's talk about return on assets. It shows how effectively the company uses its total assets to generate profit. Used by managers to check if assets are being productive. A low ROA means that assets may not be used efficiently. So this is the formula of ROA or return on assets. ROA equals to net income all over total assets multiplied by 100. So here's the example of the solving problem of ROE. If a company has 30,000 pesos net income and 150,000 pesos total assets, what is the return on assets? So again, the formula is ROA equals to net income all over total assets multiplied by 100. So our net income is 30,000 pesos. And our total assets is 150,000 pesos. And let's multiply it by 100. By 150,000 equals to 0. Let's bring down the 100 and it is multiplied by 100. Equivalent to 20%. This is our ROA. And this is how we solve return on assets. Talk about return on equity. The purpose of this is measure the return that the owners or shareholders earn on their investment. Used by inventors if the company is a good investment opportunity. A high return on equity is attractive, but must be checked if it's not only caused by high capital.
Here the example of ROE. If shareholders' equity is 80,000 and the company earns 30,000 net income, what is the return on equity?
Here's the formula of ROE. ROE is equal to net income all over shareholders' equity multiplied by 100. Okay, let's solve. The net income is 30,000 and the shareholders' equity is 80,000. 30,000 all over 80,000. And bring down the multiply by the 100. 30,000 all over 80,000 is equivalent to 0.375 times 100. The answer is 37.5%. And this is the example of ROE.
Talk about gross profit margin. The purpose is it shows how efficiently a company controls its cost of goods sold. Indicates whether there is enough profit left to cover operating expenses, taxes, and interest. Used by managers to decide whether they should increase price or reduce production cost.
Here the example of gross profit margin. Questions. If a company has 200,000 in sales and 120 in cost of goods sold, what is the profit margin? Is the profit margin. And this is the formula. Gross profit margin is equal to gross profit all over net sales multiplied by 100. And this is the gross profit. 200,000 is we need to deduct to 120,000 for our gross profit. 200,000 minus 120,000, the answer is 80,000. So our gross profit is 80,000 and net sales is 200,000. 1,000 divide 200,000. And don't forget the multiplied by 100. These numbers depends on the formula. 80 divided 200 is 0.4. So we need to multiply by 100. The answer is 40%. And here the example of gross profit margin.
Our next topic is operating profit margin. ABC Fashion Shop had the following data for the month of July. Here's the net sales, 500,000 pesos. Operating expenses is 180,000 pesos. Cost of goods is 220,000 pesos. You can also call the cost of goods sold COGS or COGS. Step 1. Find the operating profit. Operating profit equals net sales minus COGS minus operating expenses. So here it is. Operating profit equals 500,000 minus 220,000 minus 180,000. So our operating profit is equals to 100,000. 2. Apply the formula. OPM equals operating profit over all net sales multiplied by 100. So our operating profit is 100,000 and our net sales is 500,000. So OPM equals 100,000 over all 500,000 multiplied by 100. 100,000 divided by 500,000 is equals to 0.20 multiplied by 100. So our OPM is equals to 20%. This is the end of the operating profit margin.